it's a difficult question to answer because I started way back with festivals, right? And my first collaboration was with Brillante Mendoza. So we worked together in 2005, and since then our aim was to go to Cannes. Because, even when I was a little boy, I wanted to walk down the red carpet. It was really a dream for me when I heard about Lino Brocka going to Cannes. I said I want to go to the red carpet in Cannes someday. So I started working, not permanently, in 2003 by going to Berlin and then started out in Paris. And then when Brillante did Foster Child in 2007, it went to the director's spotlight. So that was a big step for us because the last time a Filipino film was shown in Cannes was 1989, and it was only Lino Brocka who could penetrate Cannes. She was like the definition of Filipino cinema in the 80s, and they don't know any other Filipino directors except Lino. So when we did Foster Child in 2007, I told Brillante we should go to competition next year. So this is a long story, but it has very interesting. So it was in end of 2007, I met a French producer, Jay Coste, who bought Brillante's film, Masahista for France. Then I proposed to him if he wants to have a co-production with us. And when we sent him the synopsis of Service, he turned it down. And in that year, in 2007, Brillante had two films, Foster Child and Slingshot. And Slingshot was in competition in Marrakesh, where it won special jury. And the French producer was in Marrakesh, and he eventually changed his mind. So he decided to do the co-production with us. That was in December 2007. That year, we pitched Service in the Hong Kong Asia Film Financing Forum, which is going to be held in March 2008. So we were in Hong Kong, March 17 to 20. Although we didn't get any funding, we already have the French co-producer, right? So we went back to the Philippines on the 21. We shot Service from March 21 up to March 28. So we planned everything by the first week of March. I already have a rough edit for Cannes. 2 weeks later, they told us it's being accepted in competition. So we started March 20. Exactly 2 months later, we were having a world premiere in Cannes. It was something that we thought we couldn't do. Because in 2 months, including production, post-production, even pre-production. So we presented the film there. It was panned by some critics, but it was well loved by Sean Penn, which was one of the producers of the film. Since the critics didn't kind of like it, we thought going to Cannes is a passport to get distribution. So I think we did around maybe 10 territories. It was distributed by Fortissimo. So in 2009, I think after Service, I told Brillante that we should do back-to-back in Cannes. We should do something that something first for Filipino director. So we again collaborated with DJ. So we shot the film silent in January 2009 and presented it again in half in March. So we finished the film. Nobody knew about it being submitted to Cannes until April. So we sent it to Cannes in April, then premiered again in Cannes in May. So it was a feat for us. And then it eventually won the Best Director Award for Mr. Mendoza. So we thought it's another passport for us to get distribution, but it did even worse than Service. So we were also surprised. So in Cannes, while we were doing that, I told him we should do something again. We should go to Venice the same year. So we came back from Cannes in May. We had a meeting with this local production, and they didn't like the idea. So we told again our French co-producer, I don't know where he gets his money. So we shot in July during the rainy season, and the film ended up in Venice competition. But we didn't win anything. But I don't know why we didn't win anything. Maybe because it has something to do because we just won in time. Because because Cannes and Venice are rivals. So And I'm not sure about the distribution of this film. But until now, we're still trying to find our audience. I'm not just talking about Philippine movies. We're trying to talk about Brillante Mendoza because he's kind of the ambassador now of Filipino cinema. When you say his name, Filipino cinema is synonymous with him now. So I'm not sure where we can find the audience because even the Philippines, he's finding hard time to find his own audience. So I'm not sure if festivals are good or because I tried everything, even in Canada. When I was there, I tried marketing Filipino films in an art house cinema in downtown Toronto. I think 5 films, but they didn't.